Hey, what's up? I'm Joe. Today I figured I'd bring you guys along. It's something I try to do pretty much every year, which is kind of go through the shop and reset things. Nothing crazy, no big builds today, just gonna be cleaning, reorganizing, and making a few changes to how the shop works and it feels before I dive into any new projects. This is my shop. A roughly 400 square foot, 2-car garage that slowly evolved into what you see today. I've been in this space for over 5 years now, and a lot has changed. From the footprint it once had to the tools and shop furniture I've added as my skills and my passions have grown. While I'll never say no to more space, I'm incredibly grateful for the chance to build something like this and bring it to life and be able to share it with all of you. Every year before I start anything new, I always start here. The shop tends to get slowly out of hand over time. Scraps pile up, tools migrate. Stuff ends up in places that it made sense 6 months ago, but it doesn't really make sense anymore. So, I do a full clean. Then I round up all the scraps I'm hoarding and ask myself, am I actually gonna use this? Or am I just lying to myself? Because we all have that pile. Once that's done, I start looking at what slowed me down last year. Power tools are great, huge fan. Their cords, however, leave something to be desired. Like a hazard-free walkway and carts that actually roll. Usually, it's not big problems, it's small, annoying things.
What the f?
You know, like not being able to hold a workpiece how I need. Tools not being within reach. Stuff taking up floor space for no good reason. One example, last year I took my entire tool chest and I fitted underneath my mobile workbench, and I was able to completely eliminate the tool chest entirely.
Looks amazing!
Look at that! That looks like what you would buy from a store. Look at all this floor space.
That one change opened up so much room and makes the shop feel less cramped. Little fixes like that don't seem like much, but they make working in here so much more enjoyable. And if you're anything like me, you got into woodworking because you liked it, not because you wanted to come out here and get frustrated. This year, I plan on spending a whole lot more time building projects in and out of the shop, so I wanted to slow down and actually take care of this space versus just pushing through it. Giving the space, and more importantly, the tools some love. All right, so a couple weeks ago, I was changing the blade out on the bandsaw, and a cast piece that holds the rear bottom guide bearing broke. Luckily, I was able to find it, but this actually is what locks the bearing in place, so it doesn't move forward or back, and this also has some slop side to side, which is no good. So I'm gonna try to JB weld it. If it works, great, we'll keep moving on. If it doesn't, I'll probably have to do some digging online and either see if they still make this piece or a replacement piece, because unfortunately this is all one whole unit. Yeah, let's go ahead and give that a go. Well, it's definitely not factory, but as long as it holds, I don't really care. All right, so it's been a couple of days and I went to go ahead and install the set screw that holds it. And yeah, it didn't work. I'm sure some of you probably know why and are yelling at your screens. If so, leave a comment down below. Let me know why this didn't work. I'm assuming the metals weren't compatible or I just didn't get a good enough bond. But that's just my thoughts. I don't know if that's actually true. So I guess I gotta start digging online and see if I can find a replacement part. Now I know some people are probably watching this thinking, it's a shop. As long as it works, who the hell cares? And honestly, fair. But I get to share my work with you guys, and I've learned so much from other makers over the years, it just feels right to try to do the same here. Also, I promise I'm not as serious as I look half the time. I've got chronic RBF, and I'm told there's nothing that can be done about it. But I am a good time once you get to know me, so go ahead and subscribe and hang out for a bit. See if that's true. So I've made some pretty huge changes lately that I'll be talking about with you guys soon. But for now, just know that I'm gonna be spending a lot more time out here. So yeah, I'm sprucing it up, making it feel more like me. This video isn't showing everything I'll change because I haven't figured all of it out yet, and that's okay. This is more about setting the foundation, getting the space ready for learning. Let's talk about the most useful but intimidating tool in the shop. Experimenting and making mistakes without stressing about it.
What the f?
Going forward, you can expect more projects, more shop time, and probably a lot of figuring things out as I go. Some ideas I have are gonna work, some won't.
It's the way she goes.
This reset isn't about perfection. It's about making the space work with me instead of against me.
You turned her against me!
You have done that yourself.
Quick sidebar on hand tool sharpening. What are you using to sharpen your tools? Are you using just diamond stones, a system like Scary Sharp, a Tormek? I've tried a few different setups over the years with mixed results. Now, I just picked up this sharpening jig from Mike Farrington. If you don't know who he is, I will leave a link down below. But I did pay for this with my own money, so I'm gonna give you my own thoughts. First impressions are super solid, but I haven't put enough time with it to really give it a full rating, but I'll let you guys know down the line once I've gotten to that point. But it says it's a no-nonsense way to quickly put an edge on a tool and get back to work, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Right out the gate, I'm pretty impressed. I was able to sharpen this 3mm mortising chisel in about 30 seconds, something that my honing guides can't even hold securely. So what are you using to sharpen your tools? If you've been thinking about doing something like this in your shop or workspace, take this as a sign to just start small. Fix one thing that bugs you. Clean up one corner. Move one tool. This isn't the perfect setup. It's just better than it was yesterday. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.